The dreaded writer's block is seemingly responsible for keeping many would-be authors, musicians, etc. from creating more consistently. And if you found yourself struggling with your own output for a long time, like I had until recently, or you even suffer from the misconception that writing requires a degree of natural talent that you only wish you could have, then this video is for you. I'm going to share some of the methods that have helped me start writing stories again and even develop my songwriting skills. The first piece of advice I have for you is to just write. While this probably sounds a little ridiculous, stick with me because this is important. If you suffer from a lot of writer's block in the medium you've chosen, one possible cause is that you're trying too hard to write a masterpiece. The mistake here is thinking that the best writers can write masterpieces from nothing, but the truth is that the best, most evocative aspects of a work of fiction appear after the idea, during the editing process, rather than as the idea. Instead of intentionally setting out to write a masterpiece by making a ton of decisions about plot, symbolism, setting, or even character traits, start by writing whatever word salad your hands will type or scribble. If you just write without thinking about it too hard, you may only come up with nonsense. That's okay, and is still valuable, not only because you are practicing and training your brain to get used to the action of creative writing, but because you might find certain elements of what you wrote fit well with future pieces of writing. Be especially careful to hold on to pieces of writing that you thought went well, and perhaps revisit them in the future by expanding on them or rewriting them. Deciding to write each day as part of your routine is also helpful because you're inviting consistent development into your life and getting used to the idea of writing without an end in mind. This is a piece of advice that I've heard time and time again from college classes and writing advice books, yet started following only recently with exceptional results in boosting my productivity. Just write. For better quality writing, you do need to put some thought into what you've already written during the editing process. Read nonfiction books about writing to get a better idea of what to consider when developing an effective story. One example of a writing book that's been really helpful to me is Wonder Book by Jeff Vandermeer, which talks a lot about how to have a better mindset towards writing and how to think of new details in your story as the story's unfolding. There are often also many prompts available in these types of books and online that can help you to practice a specific writing technique, such as your use of sensory details, unique perspectives, or characterization. Remember that creative writing in general is a craft, and that even the writers with the most distinctive styles utilize common techniques at times. If you truly want to get better at creative writing, then read advice and occasionally follow prompts. Identify and address with practice your own weaknesses in writing narratives. Tabletop role-playing games, or TTRPGs, whether you're a player or leading the game, can help with your improvisational storytelling ideas, though it might be best to avoid D&D because of its focus on mechanics and combat. Having a slew of NPCs interact with your players, or having your own character take part in a game, helps you consider how said characters would react in certain situations with their personality traits. In addition, preparing to lead players through a pre-generated module, rather than your own, gives you a unique opportunity to consider how you might improve aspects of an existing story or atmosphere to make it more entertaining for your players. While you're leading a game, your players will sometimes make decisions and go places that you never expected, which will help you consider different story pathways that you hadn't before. If you're a player, you have to decide how your character fits within the overall world as well as their party. So, for additional practice with on-the-spot writing and characterization, play TTRPGs. And that's it, everyone. I hope this video was helpful and that you have some ideas on what to do next in order to improve your creative writing output. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.